that turned out well. Hello everyone, Nordic Beast here, and welcome to a beautiful view of the mountains. Well, it's actually a Shipyard episode, but it's a simple one, so let's go to it, shall we? So I rebuilt my original modded Valkyrie. Now, here it is compared to the vanilla Valkyrie. So as you can see, the vanilla Valkyrie definitely had plenty of aesthetic inspiration from the original, but is quite a bit bigger. But I used what I could with the vanilla parts to try to make it as similar as possible. You definitely see the family resemblance. So, now, this Valkyrie, the original, is not exactly the same. Internally, it's almost completely rebuilt, and externally, it's almost identical except for using the guided missile mod instead of the rockets. So, internally speaking, it has an azimuth reactor instead of batteries, and the vanilla batteries just simply did not have enough energy to run this design anymore. Like, this thing is just such a power hog. The original batteries just can't do it. And the azimuth batteries are really heavy. Now, the azimuth reactor is also heavy, but makes more sense to use that than the batteries, not only for power consumption reasons, but also I have an oxygen tank in there, which is fully conveyed into the cockpit and all that. So it turned out quite well. I really like it. I have an azimuth reactor right here, a little tiny one. I also have the air vent right here, so when I'm in an atmosphere I can pull air from the atmosphere. Oh, just realized I colored that blue for some reason. Anyway, originally it had azimuth thrusters, and at some point I eventually changed to the DK thrusters. I like the look of the DK thrusters better. I just wish he would have made, like, these ones are elongated here, they're actually 2 blocks. I wish they would have just made a 1 block one so I could put them on the wingtips here. That would have been nice. That's what I had done with the azimuth thrusters, but yeah, DK never put out anything else other than these. Well, I mean, he's put out other mods, but I mean, like, no other thrusters. So now these are Sage thrusters, but these are a re-release of the Sage thrusters that have different colors. Now, the reason I did that is A, it matches the DK thrusters better, which have the standard ion thruster blue, but these ones also work in atmosphere equally as well as in space. I'm also running a ×5 dampener mod. For fighters, it's almost needed, and it would be a pain in the ass without it. Now, because of that, I can actually hover here, but if you watch, go ahead, turn my dampeners on, go. I can't take off. I just kind of hover in place, but I can, there we go. See, now if I press space, I start going down. And that's because of the ×5 dampeners. But otherwise, this thing flies quite well. I'm very pleased with it. Now, one of the things I wish I could have on here was the guy who makes the what's the name of that cockpit? It's basically, it's the fighter cockpit with more detail, the in-depth cockpit or something. I can't think of the name. I'll put the name down below in editing. Anyway, he has a retractable landing gear mod he has not released yet. He put a teaser out in early October, and he still hasn't put the damn thing out yet. I am losing my mind. It was retractable landing gear that folds up into the ship. It's just animation. It's not I don't know. It's not like a piston. It's an actual item that retracts. And from my understanding, from what he claims, is it is lockable. I don't even care if it's lockable or not, to be honest. I would just have retractable landing gear to have it. I would love to have that on here. So, in fact, if I can find the video still, I will put a link down in the description. You guys have got to watch this. It's just mind-blowing. So, yeah, this flies and handles just as well as the original. And, oh, the only real difference is it maneuvers or rolls a little slower. I am using the encased gyroscopes, which are heavier than the standard ones, which standard gyroscopes are pretty hefty. I also have the two flare launchers you see on top. So let's go ahead and go to the weapons here. Why? There we go. So I still have my bulldog. God, I love that thing. It's nice seeing that fire from this ship. I have the missiles and, zoom on these, the flares. You see flying up. I think usually you can hear those detonate. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Like I said, the only way it can be transatmospheric is with the ×5 dampeners, which, again, for any fighter combat or, you know, even just fighter development, I almost need that. So, I might end up putting this up on the workshop. I hate having to go through the damn mod list to post as a blueprint. And most people don't like having to deal with worlds, which I don't understand. I actually prefer the convenience of a world when it comes to a modded ship. So I'm not downloading a shitload of mods for it. You know, I just download the world and it'll automatically download the mods. So, yeah, I think they do have a change in the workshop now that allows you to, when you download it, if it shows the requirements, it'll automatically do it. But even still. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to this flying on the moon. I really want to listen to Danger Zone right now. Kenny Loggins would make so much money off of me. But yeah, as you see, this thing also handles quite well on a moon. So with that being said, I have just built a brand new dogfighting map that has a moon, such as this, as well. There we go. As well as a space station for building and an asteroid field. Now, I literally took, I believe it's Sage's. It's either Sage's or Aaron from Last Stand Gamers. Their asteroid field for dogfighting, and added a moon to it, and then put a space station in between it. Now, it's my Beowulf station that I've shown quite a bit lately, because the Beowulf station has such big hangars inside, you can easily build in that hangar. So, in fact, I figure you could probably build 3 simultaneous fighters in each hangar. So, now tomorrow I plan on recording with several people. I'm not exactly sure who all yet, but quite a few nid-tubers. So, expect a dogfight video soon, and I might be posting or recording and posting stuff like that a little bit more often now. So, in fact, I missed doing that one. I really enjoyed my original map for that. Was hoping to be able to make it more of a weekly series. Maybe I will now that I have more people that I know that play Space Engineers, that are willing to play. For a while, nobody ever wanted to play. Like, every time I'd hop on TeamSpeak, they'd just be like, I don't want to play Space Engineers. Everybody's been addicted to Payday 2 lately, which I still am, but I still love my Space Engineers. So, but I think dogfighting on a moon like this would be quite fun, quite the challenge too. You know, not just for, like, you know, darting through all this, because I mean, yeah, you could come straight down on a target, but by dodging through here, if somebody tries to chase you, that's, you know, it's going to be difficult for them to give chase. And I mean, look at all these crevices for you to hide in. Oop, there we go. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Oh, there we go. Oop. So, yeah, this is quite fun on here. There we go. Now, even on an Earth-like moon, I am pressing space, and I'm still going down. Which, I mean, a little disappointing. These are some pretty powerful thrusters, or at least they're supposed to be. And even in quarter gravity, I can't thrust upward. Yeah. But I don't know, this is it's a fun little fighter. It might make some more videos again like it used to. I really miss having this thing. I might also try to engineer a third gyroscope in here, because it only has 2, so that's why the roll's a bit low, as I was saying before. So anyway, sorry to make this such a simple, short episode, but I figured I wanted to show this off and talk about the dog fighting that'll be soon. Oh, last bit. I have been working on the maps for Glorious Adventures, so at least I'm making some serious progress in that finally. And also, I think my next build, since I had a taste for using mods again, I am going to build a modded, like, large ship. And with that, I'm going to try and make something that looks realistic, something that looks like you would actually build it for space combat, roughly nowadays, like, maybe near future. The best example I can give, if you look at the movie Avatar, the ship they show up in the beginning of the movie, that is the single most realistic spaceship I have ever seen in a movie. Now, it's not the most aesthetically interesting, but it is highly detailed and realistic. And I want to make something like that, so, we'll see. I've already made a room with mods and such, and actually there's one that's really cool, which I will just be very brief about. It looks like a gantry, like just the very basic, like, girder design, and then it has armor on top of it. It's heavy armor, and I think it's quite cool. I really like the design, but it's literally 10 times heavier than heavy armor, and it's just this armor slab on top of, again, like, just a gantry, just like a basic unwelded block, it looks like. And I like the design, I just hate how freakishly heavy it is. And I don't know, I would like to find something like that. I was also thinking about using, like, this has armor panels underneath to cover the conveyors, which I do like. I was thinking about maybe using, I did find these, like, gantry blocks, like these girder-looking blocks, and then just using that over it to give it the look of that where I want. So, who knows? But hopefully that'll be the next episode. If not, if nothing else, you will see the dogfighting episode soon. Like I said, that'll be recorded tomorrow, and probably be up shortly thereafter, as well as some Payday 2 I still have unposted. And I still have one more episode of The Forest I have yet to post. So I should have more soon. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.